Hi, my name is Jennifer Boylan, broker-owner of Springs Homes here in Colorado Springs. Today we're going to go over this really new cool quarterly report that's going to cover things like rental stats, covering sales, comparing last year to this year, median sales price, all kinds of things. So stay tuned and let's do this one at a time. One thing my clients always ask me is this a good time to buy? Are prices going up? And let me tell you, by the time you get to the end of this video, you will be surprised by how much prices have gone up. So the median price in Colorado Springs right now for first quarter was $310,000. That is up 5.1% from 2018. The most amazing stat in all this is if you compare it from 2014 to now, it has gone up 37.8%. So now let's turn our attention to condos and townhomes. So the median sales price right now is $210,000. Last year it was $202,000, so it's up 4%. Comparing to 2014, the median sales price is up 60%, which is mind-boggling to those of us who have lived here forever. So yeah, some interesting things to look on how just everything seems to be moving up and why it's difficult for first-time home buyers to find something now. So right now, let's take a look at active listings for the first quarter of 2019. So our numbers show there were about 1,100 active listings. Now that number actually is up a little bit from the previous year, but I do think that's because new construction, the builders are adding every single house they dig a hole for into our MLS. So I think that affects that a little bit. So, but when you look at stats for over the last 4 years, since 2014, last 5 years, our inventory is down 67%. So when we all go to show a house and you have a line of people trying to get in, that is why. Normally it comes up the first quarter, it starts going up for the beginning of the year into the spring, and it has actually come down. So an interesting fun thing we have added to the quarterly report is we have done a comparison of cities across Colorado, just so you can see what the median price is in the month of March. So Castle Rock is at 500, and so it has stayed flat. Colorado Springs is at 315,000. Denver is down for the first time in a long time at 448,000. And of course, we can always jump up to Boulder. It's always pretty steady at 600,000. So the more affordable areas, there's Grand Junction on the western slope, which is at 265,000, and Pueblo is 206,000, which is becoming a very affordable option for people needing to live near the Springs. So let's break this down by neighborhood. So we have different sub areas or MLS areas in the Springs, and it's interesting because the median sales price is down in most of the areas, and the number of homes sold is down. And I do truly believe it comes to two reasons. One is we have had a ridiculous amount of snow this year. So if you look in the northern part of the county where the snow tends to be worse, it's quite a bit lower. The other reason would be sick. Everybody seems to have had the flu this year, and I think it did slow a lot of the market down. Then another thing that's interesting is in Fountain, which is in the south part of town, and homes are much more affordable there. There were 545 homes that sold the first quarter. So I think as weather, as it improves and we get away from the flu season, things will pick up. We're already starting to see that in our market as of the end of April. So the average lease rate now is $1,495. That is up 4.91% from first quarter last year. Our rental market is tight, maybe even tighter than the sales market. So we would suggest that if you're in the rental market and you're having a hard time, you might think about calling us. There are so many opportunities for first-time home buyers to buy homes. There are government programs, bond programs offered by the state that will actually, you can buy a house for $1,000 if you do not have your VA loan. So some great opportunities. So wrapping up this video on the first quarter, you'll probably find that the bloopers are way more fun to watch, but it's interesting. You should check out our new report online. Please call if you have any questions. And of course, if you have any questions about buying or selling a house, we would be happy to help you. The bloopers will be way longer on this than the actual thing. Oh good, I have a peanut gallery. I'm so putting the speaker on you. From the first word. It will help me. Help me hate myself. Said it's going to be a blooper. So if you can't afford to live here, move to Grand Junction. Perfect.